Well, what a great win for our seniors, and it was a hard-fought game. I couldn't say enough about the resiliency and efforts, but particularly proud of our seniors. Posey brought this lay all the way. He must have had a good feeling about the win, but we're excited. I know, what kind of message is this sent for next year and all the other different items that come up, but I can tell you this, we're going to enjoy this win right now. It was a good win, and it was at home, so we're excited about that. So, questions?
What did it say, too? You had the drive right near halftime. That was big, and then obviously the game winner at the end when in a tight game with, the way this season's gone, to see your guys kind of rise up and make plays to make those happen. How big was that to see?
Well, it was huge because we've shot ourselves in the foot many times during the course of the year, and you're going to have that with a young football team, but they're starting to mature. Cam did a nice job operating those drives. Obviously, Brian and the offensive line did a super job, and we had some great plays with Hollister, but I think it shows resolve. Also, UNLV coming into the game had a pretty prolific offense. I thought, the quarterback got nicked up a little bit, but I thought our defense did a good job getting off the field, more so than they have been.
What about the resiliency to bounce back? You're down 7-0, and it seemed like,
Right.
It could be one of those, here we go again type of situation.
Well, there certainly was feelings like that. You say deja vu and different terms like that, but didn't turn out that way. And I think the guys just had an attitude that they were not going to be denied. You can't undersell the fact on how much these seniors mean to our players. They've been great role models and great leaders. And I know that there's not a man in that locker room wanting to make sure they want to send those seniors out on a winning note.
It's almost every week we talk about Brian and, breaks the rushing record, 200 yards again. And, down there late, it's 4th and 2. Didn't want to take the chance of a field goal being blocked, and you gave it to him, and he got the first down. But just another big game for him.
It was a huge game for him, and their offensive line did a nice job at many of those yards. He broke 3 or 4 tackles, and he's an excellent running back. The thoughts on the decision to go for it on 4th down, there's many reasons why we did that. You got to look at the field position. They had no timeouts, but the overriding factor was the fact, hey, it's 4th down and 1. We're going to send a statement that this football team is going to put their hand in the dirt and go north. And so there was a real sense of confidence that we're going to get this thing, and that's what we did.
Coach, I know the win probably means 10 times more than Brian's rushing record, but is it special to see him do something historic like that and a mark of not just a great game but a great season?
Well, he's a champion. He works really hard, and he's very competitive. Everything that he does, all through the feedback we got, that how he was this summer, how he's been all season. He's been a team player, and I think today was just another example of his ability. Certainly for him to get the rushing record on our final game is special. But if you ask Brian, he's more interested in team wins and individual records. And that's how our team is, but it's great to see him get that done.
Speaking of which, his touchdown run, broke 3 tackles, kind of came at you a little bit on the sideline. What'd you see on his big 72-yarder where he set the record?
Well, a combination of a lot of things. First of all, power, vision, explosiveness, and speed. That's a tough combination to stop, and I think the future looks really bright for him.
I saw too. I know Priester started the game, but did he get hurt, or did you take him? Because I saw CJ in there a lot, and it looked like that combination of him and Antonio worked pretty well today.
Well, we looked at CJ's been having good practices, and some of the things that UNLV was doing, we felt like CJ might be a better matchup, and so that's why we made the switch.
Special to get a guy like Justin Berger a touchdown, especially on that reverse there.
Well, there's a couple things that made it special. Not only Justin scoring the touchdown, but Cam doing the lead blocking. So you got 2 seniors there cruising, and it was kind of a creative play. Any other questions?
What's next? Obviously, you go recruiting. Do you look back on this year a lot, Craig, and see what you did, what you didn't, what you learned? Do you look back a lot on this, and what is next for this?
We will be going recruiting. All of us will leave tomorrow, but there's going to be a lot that we'll learn from this. We already have. We've got a really young football team, and next year they won't be as young. And that game experience is going to prove really special. I also think our football team learned how to continue to fight and compete and not give up and quit. And I also think we found out what players we feel like can make big plays. And so we'll make sure we highlight those guys in the future.